Segun O'Law. In this edition of Why Are We Here, we are considering the Nigerian legal system, why it is at this wobbly state, and we are considering this topic with Mr. Femi Falana. We had an interview with him to look at why Nigeria is at this wobbly state in terms of legal affairs. We would recall a few legal matters in the past in Nigeria that were swept under the carpet, where they took the same case to UK and got justice. So we want to look at why Nigerian legal system cannot achieve the same thing for us that was achieved in the UK. So we are considering why is Nigeria here, the judiciary, with Mr. Femi Falana.
The greatest challenge we face, and we look up to the judiciary for rescue, but the judiciary fails us, especially in the recent case of Iguri. Why is the system like this? Why is Nigeria at this stage that we have today? Why are we here?
Well, the legal system is a manifestation of the socio-economic system that we operate. We run a neo-colonial capitalist economy, which now is totally based on market fundamentalism, in which case the state is being made to withdraw completely from the affairs of our country. Nigeria is the sixth largest producer of crude oil in the OPEC. Today, we are the only oil producing country in the world that imports petroleum products. This shows you that the country is managed by incompetent people. People are short-sighted, myopic, and led by a parasitic ruling class, completely parasitic. Rent collectors who have no commitment to the development of the country. The challenge for me, therefore, is for the Nigerian people to take their destiny in their own hands. I'm reasonably confident with the popular uprising witnessed in the country in January this year, that with a coordinated leadership, Nigerians are prepared to reject corruption, oppression, ruthless exploitation of man by man, and ensure that this country takes a rightful place in the committee.
The court seems to be playing games today, and it's like it's going to also be swept under the carpet like other legal matters in the past.
No. I do not agree with you. Whereas efforts have been made by the government repeatedly to rubbish the reports of the House of Representatives on the fuel subsidy scandal. At the end, the government was compelled to forward the report to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. And the EFCC has thoroughly investigated the scandal, even though it has not completed its work. But so far, so good. The first set of suspects are going to be arraigned in court any moment from now. And it's going to be an ongoing process, because I understand the EFCC has zeroed in on about 140 suspects and companies. At the end of the day, I'm convinced that it's not going to be the same. Things will not be the same again for the country.
That means
if you can pursue these cases to a logical conclusion, and we're not going to leave it in the hands of the government. Nigerians have to remain vigilant, as they have been since January this year. And I'm sure at the end of the day, all those who looted the treasury through the fuel subsidy scam are going to pay for it.
That is to say, you trust in the Nigerian judicial system?
Well, it's not about trusting the Nigerian judicial system. It's about the commitment of Nigerians to ensure that justice is done this time around.
Like it was
The judiciary does not operate in vacuum. The judiciary has to respond to social stimulus. Judiciary cannot operate on its own. If Nigerians want justice, I'm sure the judiciary will have no choice in the matter, but to ensure that those who looted the treasury are brought to book.
We are still looking at why we are here in terms of legal matters, the judiciary in Nigeria. Because
well, the point I'm making is that the judiciary itself is
something to write about.
It's a manifestation of a failed state. Nigeria is almost a first among the Nigerian numbers now by 2012, index. Nigeria is one of the 12 failed states. Nigerian number among the first 12 failed states. So, what do you expect the judiciary to do? The judiciary cannot operate over and above the society. The judiciary is part and parcel of this system, right? That has virtually collapsed.
Now we are looking at
but it's left for progressive lawyers and judges to challenge the rotten system and ensure that the rule of law is erected, that the rule of law continue to act as a bulwark against authoritarian or subversion of the democratic process.
So what's your confidence on the ability of the judiciary to revive the situation or to bring Nigeria back to its feet?
No, again, I'm not going to invest hope in any particular institution. For me, the Nigerian people will have to determine what they want for their country, even the type of judiciary that the country needs. The Nigerian people will have to decide that.
Who was to be tried. One of the lawyers that defended him was penalized and was jailed. But in Nigeria, we don't find similar things happening.
Yeah, very soon. I think we are going to get to that level. It's a shame that some lawyers colluded with some judges in Nigeria to expose our country to ridicule through the handling or mishandling of the Bori case. But I think we've learned our lessons. We are going to ensure at least some lawyers are coming up to set up an organization, a rule of law group in the back, to challenge, to arrest the ugly development in the legal profession, whereby lawyers go to court, senior lawyers go to court to get court orders, either as an interim measure or perpetually, to restrain the EFCs and the courts from investigating or trying those who have looted the treasury. It's not part of our law. Some lawyers are challenging that now. Along the same line, we're also challenging the adoption of dilatory tactics to frustrate and wear out the prosecution, team, from ensuring that those who have looted the treasury or who have committed grave criminal offenses, are not brought to book. We're going to discourage those who are frustrating the system, because you really cannot have political stability if those who commit heinous crimes are celebrated in town. We must stop the celebration of criminality in our country if we're going to move forward. So that's not a battle that the judiciary will wage on its own. The society will have to be part of that struggle and create a new society where judges and lawyers who mess up the system will have to be brought to book, as you have just witnessed in the United Kingdom with respect to the Bori case.